What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm bringing you a terrarium update video because this one is pretty interesting. You might want to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Let's try and get over 100 likes because this one is definitely a good video. We're going to talk about everything going on with terrarium, what's coming up, and why I think we are due a big run out of this project. So 2488 is the price, up 3.66%. Now, we've had some pretty bullish news coming out of terrarium, and I know a lot of people are hyped for the upcoming AMA and some more information coming out. You can see the chart has respected that. What does it look like for the stats? 12.5 million in liquidity, so still incredibly strong liquidity. 128k in volume, does feel like it's picking up as well. 10,618 holders, $125 million market cap project, so still has a ton of journey time. Now, here's the thing. You've got to remember what Terrarium wants to set out to be. It wants to be a centralized exchange, so not a Uniswap. We're not going to see a swap feature. We're not going to see anything like that. It wants to be the next Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, Mexi, whatever you want to call it, but a centralized exchange. So this is a long-term play where they need to get things in order. And yeah, did they mess up with the whole Binance thing? Yeah, of course they did. Now, does feel like bridges have been built a little bit, and people will be saying, oh, Mike, it was a lot of rubbish. But the fact Binance talked you through, or Binance US talked you through how to buy Terrarium, is a little bit of a nod to say, okay, let's put bygones be bygones and let's move on with this. Now, here's the exciting stuff coming out. So we did get an update from Milton, the CEO of Terrarium, and he gave us this. So what have we got coming soon? We've got the Terapool launchpad. I'm going to give you a bit more information about that in just a second. A top tier exchange affiliations with Terrarium Exchange. Now, what does that actually mean? That's the question. It's quite a good play on words, but look, we're going to wait and see what happens. A top tier exchange affiliation with the Terrarium Exchange. Is that a swap partner? Is that a pairing? Who knows? Top 10 exchange listing. Now, if we take a look at what the top 10 exchanges are, it's all going to depend on what they class it as. So if we look at the top 10 exchanges right now, we've got Binance, Coinbase, FTX, Kraken, KuCoin, Gate.io, Hubo, Global, Bitfinex, Crypto.com, and Binance. When you change that into volume, it does change the chart a little bit. You can see Binance at the top there, CoinFlex, BitTrue, HitBTC, Upbit, OKX, Hotcoin, IndoX. Now, that's an Indian exchange, Bioeconomy Exchange, and Token. So, you know, who knows right now? That's the question. Do you want volume or do you want kudos? Because if you want the kudos, then your top 10 exchanges are going to be, top 10 exchanges are going to be these boys here. You know, what's it going to be? Is it going to be KuCoin, maybe FTX? I don't think it's going to be Binance. And Coinbase, I'm not sure about. I think Coinbase are probably going to do something with Vault. That's just my opinion. But look, we're going to have to wait and see what that happens. The Terrarium centralized exchange, so that's going to be part of their real long-term use case coming out. The Singapore Expo Terrarium NFT market, the Kickstarter for new projects, and the Tera chain blockchain. Now, this does feel like it's going to be the next race to see who develops a blockchain first. We've got Saitama wanting to do it, and lots of other projects coming into the space that want to develop that. Shibnobi's doing it. Terrarium wants to do it. So look, it does feel like it could be a race to develop a blockchain. Well, look, what else have we got? Well, here is a first look at the multifunctional Terapool launchpad for holders. So Terapool will function as a launchpad for new crypto projects, as Kickstarter platform for new crypto real-life use technologies. And as you would expect from Terrarium, it looks sick. And again, exchange platform for wallet users, so you're going to be able to pool amounts, support new projects, and earn on the back of it. And it looks really cool. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's going to connect via your DeFi wallets, whatever wallet you're going to look at, exactly as you do in any other token, and then kind of into the new pools that you can do. So I think it's a good step in the right direction. It's a good bit of use case, a good bit of utility that's going to come out. And I think could be the start of definitely a bit of a movement with Terrarium. We also know that the office, or the HQ, is getting very close. Now, I am pretty excited about this, and I'll tell you why. I think we could see some real movement on this. It also, if you think about wanting to be a centralized exchange, it's going to have to house things like servers and all the rest of it to support the requirements of being a central exchange. People need to be doxed. You have to have information on those, and everything has to be super secure. So this could be the first step where we start seeing hardware to support their project in the DeFi world right now, as they move to this kind of central exchange expectation. So excited to see what that looks like. How many people on board? We know it's obviously over in India, which might be why we could see a top 10 Indian exchange coming with it. And I do think towards the end of this month, we're going to see some level of respect from the chart and from the price to start to pump Terrarium. And finally, the big thing, and where we're all expecting, is the Terrarium AMA live in just 2 days' time. 10 p.m. International Standard Time on the Crypto Stacker 72 channel, moderated by Dean and Awesome Austin. So pretty exciting. They're going to talk through Terapool. They're going to talk through lots of them for information. And I think it's going to be the first time we're going to get to see the team and how they are post the Binance. I know they did a couple of AMAs, but post the Binance, as the world has settled and everyone has kind of moved on, what are they going to bring? Now, Milton has said he's going to drop some information on the AMA, so we could really start to see this ramp up. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I do think the market is recovering. We are seeing it in some of these tokens. We're starting to see a little bit of price action. People are coming back. The whole market's up. Bitcoin staying above 40k. Ethereum at 3.1k. It does all feel better. It feels like a great opportunity to land use case, deliberately land use case, and really start to motor with this project. Long term, I think it's going to be here to stay, and we could see a definite movement in terms of price. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you into Terarium, or did you get out and move on? And I'll see you guys in the next video.